Okay, is it working? There we go, beautiful. I'll make sure I got my settings set up on this. Oh, no, 90. Thank you, Clint. We're going to have some words with a few gentlemen, yes. So, Wolfenstein: The New Order. People credit Doom 2016 with, like, the return of classic FPS style to modern games. And I think that in the AAA space, I think that really started with this. Wolfenstein: The New Order, which... One thing I love from the get-go is this very classic difficulty menu. Love it. Absolutely perfect. Do we play on Clim mode? Do we play on a little bit more? Normal, angry, psychotic. There it is. Didn't slip past him. Right in. I still haven't finished Wolfenstein 2.
I hear children.
Okay, 1 second. I still haven't finished the second game. Yeah, it goes for a very noir style. Which is probably why BJ talks like this. The entire game, this is how BJ will talk. And also because this is the modern era, we can't call him BJ anymore. Now he's Terror Billy. I got Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus with my Xbox One. I played the first level and was like, you know what, I'm good. I'm good with this. Yeah, like, you ever play classic Wolfenstein? His name is B.J Blazkowicz. But because BJ is more commonly known as a term for getting a little bit of loving these days, we can't call him that. He's known as William, Billy, and Terror Billy. Now let's start again with subtitles.
In my dream, I smell the barbecue.
And Blasco.
I hear children. A dog. And I see someone.
This is a good game though, like, this is really
I
good.
see someone. These things,
And let me put it out here right now.
none of it for me.
On this stream, the murder of Nazis is not a controversial topic.
Mutants. No lone warriors. We come from the night.
You wake up,
Eyes open, Blazkowicz. You keep a lookout.
1946. Clem, do you not remember, like, it's probably been overshadowed now because Wolfenstein 2 was less positively received than this in general. But when Wolfenstein 2 was coming out and a lot of the trailer focus was on kicking Nazis out of America, a lot of people online objected to that. And the usual thing of, oh, this series has gotten political. This series that has literally always been about killing Nazis. Completely disregard lunacy. I feel like we live in the kind of world where you can't do that anymore. I feel like it's too widespread. And it affects too much these days. So yeah, we start this game off, and immediately, it's just small on the side, but if you pay attention, the wham note of this, we're attacking the Nazi forces It is 1946.
Blazkowicz, go back into the flight deck. Clamp the fuel line to engine 6, quickly.
Just do it.
Find the tools in the tool cabinet. You'll need pliers and some baling wire.
Where's the tool cabinet? Fergus, where's the tool cabinet?
The fuel line is inside the fuel line compartment. Fire! Clamp it down the bolt.
You doing it? That was my bad.
But I'm losing altitude. Need to drop weight.
Alright, we'll be here when you get back, Danger.
Head for the cargo bay and jettison everything we've got out the cargo door.
And hopefully when you get back, we'll be murdering Nazis.
Right, now cut the crates loose, Blazko.
But yeah, like this, if you've never played this game, Clem, recommend it. It's very solid. And the story is absolutely what made me play all the way through.
Grand. We're climbing now. Return to the cockpit, Blazkowicz.
And it's a very old school, like, design,
This flak
which I appreciate.
from Denton's compound. The devil. Cherry is off!
Oh, shit.
Up to the turret, Blazkowicz. Go! Train killed. Mind our friendly.
You may have this. It's worth having. It's a good game.
They're all around me.
That's his shit.
6, 5, 4, and I have a fire in the cockpit.
You do have it, and the Old Blood. I also have the Old Blood. I didn't finish the Old Blood. Largely because it starts with a long stealth sequence that I was not into.
Outstanding, Blazkowicz. You just saved my crew. Not sure about your man. That bandit was about to offer me a very snug haircut. God damn, they're fast. Get the engines on those things.
See, I love this from, like, the word go. Like, if you're gonna do alternate history, what if the Nazis won? This is one of the best ways of doing it.
Death at the gates again.
Showing them overwhelming us.
Can't reach you today. I have a war to win.
You're still breathing, you chummy bastard. You're tough as they
You
come.
fucking right I am, Fergus. Who's flying the plane?
Red pack for you, Blazko. Use it.
Thank you.
Playing that, you ratcatchy. Hey, Condor 9, this is Vulture 1. You're crowding me. He's off. Negative, Vulture 1. Got a serious case of air blue, Shaun. Need to shuffle out of formation, and you need to lay Graham Fergus. Affirmative, Randall. Blazko, retract the radar. Pull the handle up there by those flashing lights. Much obliged, Captain. Appreciate your problem, Condor 9.
But yeah, absolutely adore the way this is done. Like, show us losing. Not like, oh yeah, it's the 60s and Nazis have ruled for like 20 plus years.
Condor 9.
Like, no,
Come in, Condor 9.
we're in the fight and things aren't right.
Condor 9, come in, Condor 9. This is Condor 9.
So this whole opening sequence is great.
Lieutenant Airborne. All right, there, boy. Listen up, pay close attention. Now, you see the pilot's wheel? Yes, sir. Right, I want you to grab it as hard as you can with both hands and pull it towards you. Don't turn it, mind you. Keep it level, just pull it towards your chest. Okay, sir. I think it's working! We're leveling out! Okay, Private Wade. I need you to do one more thing for me. Sir! Have a man ready by the side door. You are getting visitors.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Blazkowicz, get the cockpit door open. Ready? Here we go!
Shh. Anything that can go wrong has gone wrong. And this is where we start. Fergus? Fergus? Help me, Fergus. I'm stuck. Fergus? I think I should restart the last checkpoint. That probably wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, maybe this time it'll actually sprint. No! I've fallen in the floor again. It's not a good way for this game to open, though, is it? For me to come out of a scripted sequence having fallen in the floor.
Let's go! Sir! What's the score, Cat?
Do or die, son. Same as always.
Hoorah, sir!
Well, it's the bottom of the ninth and Jerry's leading by 20 points.
Quiet, get up your ass! Vultures 1, 3, 4, 8, 9 and down. These slaves that will have to abort. Blazkowicz, get this boy off the floor. It's a negative, Condor 9. Maintain your course. God damn it, Gordon. We're getting murdered out here.
Breathe.
Thank you, sir. If this mission fails, we lose Europe. It's that simple.
Oh, such a nonsensical shit.
Damn it. If you don't stop this head now, Fergus, that window is closed forever. We will lose this war. Aye, Gordon, I hear you. Look, I've got to go. That says compound's coming up. Odyssey command out. Condor 9 out. Grab your ball back, Blazko. Freeze for impact. We're coming down hard.
Drop in.
Fuck all. Hold on.
It's the break of dawn. July 16, 1946. Everything has gone to shit. The Nazi war machine is advancing at an astonishing rate. We can't catch up. Our tactics are failing. Outclassed and outgunned. No one knows why. People are getting desperate.
Nazis have robot dogs.
I'm here to see an old friend and settle a score. Turn this thing around.
Ah, Christ.
Mayday, mayday. Anyone out there?
Where's the radio?
Fergus, what's your status?
Blazkowicz, we've got the skitters in bad ways over here. Trapped inside an aircraft, well, some kind of armored hellbeast is trying to fucking eat it.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Same
Meet
problem
him.
here. Shacked up inside dead wreckage.
Is that you over there? Hey, Private Wyatt, flash your lights. Blazko, can you see the light?
Yeah, I see it.
Wait, turn off the light, turn it off.
I see you. What can I do for you?
We can't get to it from our position. Utterly fucking trapped in here. But if you can access a cockpit turret on this here aircraft, you might be able to kill the beast. Regular small arms sure don't work for bug at all. Hey, perhaps you can swim here. Just keep your head down below the surface. You should be all right.
Good plan, Fergus. Coming to you.
Let's make the play.
A beast built by Death's Head. Should have killed that man long ago.
I hope this is the right place. This is not the right place. Alright, back down. Fuck that for a laugh. It's an interesting consideration with this game, because, like, this tech the Germans have got is insane for modern days, let alone the 40s. And they play it so straight, and it's one of the more interesting aspects of this. Right. Let's go.
All right, listen up. There's a high-powered machine gun nest in those trenches over there. We cannot advance a unit without being slaughtered. So, I want you to make your way over into those trenches and take the nest out. Just run as fast as you possibly bloody can, straight up the middle. We'll lay down cover fire from here. Got it. I'll put this on. I'll radio updates from our position. Right, lads, you ready to
Alright.
put down suppressor fire?
God damn. God damn. Where am I going? Where am I going? What's happening? Where am I going? It brings new meaning to the term automatic fire. Oh, okay. I feel like an assault rifle is exactly the kind of thing I want right now. I think they spotted me. So we need something bigger, got it. God, I miss old first-person shooters. Of course, I also miss when just running over ammo would have you automatically pick it up. Mate, this a hell of a lot simpler to deal with. There you are, you son of a bitch. That thing's gotta have a weak point, surely. Exposed power source, maybe? Or maybe just hit it with heavy weapons. Excellent. It's gone limp. Got it. Minefield. Wonderful. So one thing that's kind of interesting is the way regenerating health works in this. It will regenerate you up to multiples of 20. Oh god, they armored the dogs. Bad dog. You guys need to learn to armor your faces better. I don't think that grenade killed anybody. Which I'm gonna say, not a triumph for German engineering. If you can get into it, BJ's like massively overly dramatic monologuing is really good. I can understand why somebody would be like, don't want to deal with this, because it's a lot. But like, if you can get into it and you get into the mindset of it, like, it's good stuff. Just stabbed him in the throat. Would have given him less chance to make a sound for this guy. Right, I've got one grenade left. Well, nothing else in there. These bloody trenches. Oh, thank you. I recall when I first played this game, because I have beaten this. Back when I first did this game, bear in mind I've only been it once. I almost never managed to kill commanders before they called for backup. Almost never. Fucking Christ, look at that thing. And these trenches. That is one of my favourite things about this game. That throwing a knife is always an instant kill if it lands. The issue is getting it to land, but if you make it land, it will kill. And I like that. Alright. One thing the Wolfenstein series has kind of always done, like Nazi super science or Nazi occultism. And this game goes for the super science, and it does it really well. I can't believe you played Destiny, Clem. Where are you fuck nugget? One and two. Oof. I tried Destiny. I bought Destiny. I think got it with the Taken King expansion. And I tried to like Destiny, and my end result with it was like it's a lot of running through what feels like the same caves over and over. I wanted to like it because I like Halo. Yeah, how you doing, Flame? TikTok, motherfuckers. Well, like Gears of War. What, you mean boring? Flat as a texture. Okay. Two consecutive 11-hour trips. Okay. Go here, kill things. Go here, wait for it. How about 12? I mean, that was a lot of first-person shooters around that period anyway. Even Call of Duty ended up doing that a bunch. This is not the first id Software game I have played on the stream, because we have actually done there we go. We have actually done Doom 2016 before. We just haven't finished Doom 2016 on stream. Call of Duty is lame. Call of Duty Call of Duty is decent. It's a decent enough series. It got popular for a reason, and that reason was that it was good. And at some point, I wouldn't be against sitting down and doing, like, Modern Warfare, like OG Modern Warfare, for the stream, because, like, there's a reason it was popular. It was good. But then Call of Duty made so much money, and everybody decided we had to try and copy that. There is no way BJ was able to fit his ass through that. Fans made it. It's not even the fans. I mean, fans make everything lame, honestly. The fandoms will ruin everything. But it's like play Unreal Tournament. If Epic turned around and made Unreal Tournament 4, I'd be down. And I said previously, like, might have been in Flame Stream or something, like, you know what I would love? Quake 3 2. I want one of those classic arena shooters back. And with Epic making it so we have to pirate these games, fuck off with Quake Champions. With Epic making it so we have to pirate Unreal Tournament 2004, like, that's just not fun. I don't have a spare knife. But, like, anyway, it's this shit, it's really pissing me off. It's the same issue with, like, Halo. Halo was popular, and companies didn't really entirely get why. And so a lot of first-person shooters following Halo's success tried to copy Halo. And so, for a while, what we had were a lot of Halo clones and Halo killers. Which itself is a big part of the reason why I'm like, God, if Duke Nukem Forever 2001 had come out and had been what we think it was, it would have changed the landscape of the industry. Thank you. But then the same thing happened with Call of Duty. Call of Duty came out, it did super well. And everyone was like, cool, we'd like to make that money. And then everything became a modern military shooter. For far too long. Medal of Honor tried to come back and it wasn't good. Like, Medal of Honor tried to come back and be a modern military shooter. And it was like, we've already got enough of those, thank you. And also, you're not good. And then Warfighter happened and Medal of Honor hasn't been seen since. A broken VR game? I don't think I was aware of that. Take a couple of these. Just steal some of your treasure. Won't let me in there. Above and Beyond wasn't. For all the complaints we can level at Call of Duty, I don't think there's ever been an actually bad Call of Duty game. They've gotten bland and everything, they've gotten uninteresting, but I don't think any of them have ever actually been bad. Which is a big part of the reason why it continues to make all the fucking money. And then microtransactions happened, and Activision figured out they could make more of all the money. And then Battle Passes became the big thing, and Activision figured out they could make even more of all the money. Well, I said super bitch for a second there. A little bit of Raven DNA. I feel like everybody at Raven who was involved in Call of Duty stuff has to be gone by now. It's like if Microsoft turns around and says Rare's making a new Banjo-Kazooie game. It's like, cool, the people who made Banjo-Kazooie aren't there though, so you've got no guarantee there. Well, I think they spotted me. Don't mind me, honey. Well, that didn't work out. And again, this fucking chair. Stay fucking locked. But yeah, because Call of Duty sold well, everything had to become Call of Duty. And the first-person shooter genre became stagnant. How you doing, Teak? I think that went better. I'm still at max health. Beautiful. Boobs are 2-pointed. Activision acquisition, free Wolfenstein 09. It will not. Actually, that's actually a really good fucking question, because they'd both be owned by Microsoft then, wouldn't they? Maybe we can finally get a modern release of Hexen 2. It would have to actually, like, the acquisition would have to go through, but, like, if it does... You gotta love that conversation as well. It's like, all the delaying over the purchase of Activision, and like, oh, it's gonna mean Microsoft has a monopoly, and the only thing they're focusing on is Call of Duty. You know what? I would not be against a Hexen remaster done by Night Dive. Hell, bundle it with Heretic. Heretic and Hexen. Oh, I think they spotted me. God, no one lives forever is the pipe dream. Like, getting No One Lives Forever out of whatever limbo it's in would be really nice. I'd love to play that. The last I heard with it was like there are maybe 3 companies who think they own the rights. Nobody's entirely sure. Night Dive wants to remake it, or like port it to modern platforms, as Night Dive does and has a really good track record doing. But I don't know where that grenade went. Warner Brothers is one of them. Because Monolith developed it. Monolith, who fuck knows what they're doing now.
Hey, that's very good, Captain, but there's one more cannon further up still firing at our bird. We started climbing the
The last thing Warner Brothers had them do was Middle-earth Shadow of War. Which I replayed recently and finished, and like, fucking Christ, that game gets so bloody repetitive. I want peace for mankind and I'm willing to fight to the death for it. I feel like John Cena said it better. But yeah, like, nobody knows who actually owns the rights to No One Lives Forever. The rights are possibly belonging to one of 3 companies, all of which have said they will sue if anybody tries to remake No One Lives Forever. I should move. Well, see you. I should move this time.
Was that you annihilating the stomper, Captain? That is some fine shooting.
Okay, it just missed. But yeah, it's one of the weird and just honestly frustrating things with video game rights to IPs that nobody's done anything with for 20 plus years. If anybody can actually figure out who owns them, the people who own them refuse to let anything be done with them, but refuse to get rid of them. I'm sorry, did you have something to say? I want my knife back. God damn it. That's like twice in a week, Clem. You're doing well. Proud of you. He said, don't shoot. I've lost my knife. Lost my throwing knife. I have to just stab people now. Like, what if people are already over there? Oh, don't you want to stick around, Flame? For, like, another half hour at least, while we talk about video game rights and murder Nazis? Ah, yes, the Bets DMC game. The one that Clint didn't finish. You know what? Yes. Excellent. I'm glad I've convinced you. It's too early to be depressed. This is the wrong game for you. But we're going to make it not depressing through grit, determination, humor, and excessive violence. What's finished? I love gratuitous violence in these things. I have weird moods. Sometimes I'm like, that violence was absolutely unnecessary. Then other times I'm like, God, that scene in RoboCop where the guy gets liquefied by the Ed 209 is fucking amazing. And I love the extended cut where it goes on for like 20 more seconds. It's so excessive. It's amazing. It's like the height of cinematic achievement. Oscar's letter. Ah, yes. The humanizing of the Nazis. It's not going to save them. Feel like this is a heavy assault rifle. It does not matter how well armored your head is. I shoot you in the head with this, you are going down and you are not getting back up. That's locked. One day I'll play Soldier of Fortune on stream. And, like, you want to talk about excessive violence and gore in a video game? Soldier of Fortune is up there. And, like, mwah, chef's kiss. Raven Software, once again, delivering the goods.
Damn fine work, Captain. We're halfway up the cliff wall, nearly at the compound. Meet you at the top, Blazko. Hey, Private Wyatt! Much as I adore the view from up here, will you please, for the love of Holy Mother Jesus, climb the godforsaken rope?
Yeah, like, it seemed like, what was the example of, like, a company that owns a game that people want something done with and they're refusing to do anything with, but will absolutely sue you if you try to do anything with it? The recent thing with Alice Asylum. American McGee, like, came out and said, yeah, we went to EA with the pitch we had and all the stuff we had and the ideas and everything. And they turned around and said, no, we don't want to fund that. And also turned around and said, we also don't want to license it out or sell it to you because it's an important part of our EA. It's an important IP within our brand. And it's like, cool, you are full of shit. And that's the video game industry right now. These men will be going home in soup cans. Remember, excessive and brutal violence is okay if you're applying it to Nazis. This is my stance, and I will not shift positions on it. Why would they program it to do that?
Take my hand, I'll help you up.
Private Wyatt, good kid.
I'm sure you'll return the favor, sir, and then some. Here, I'll pull you up.
Give me a second, let's see what's actually in this room. It is true. When have I ever lied, Clem? Ah, the Enigma code. If I find all the pieces, I too can be like Sir Alan Turing. A piece of British history I absolutely fucking refuse to forget because that was fucking disgraceful.
Come on, sir, I'll help you up.
Man was integral to the breaking of the Nazis' Enigma code.
Pay attention, beer boys. This is all turned from a goose hunt to a stick-up job. Behind us now is a centre pillar of the German army. What are you doing in Puppet Master?
Private gate, sirs. Important for duty.
Well, crazy and dedicated. Welcome to the war. Take over, Private. Now, General Death's Head is nearer to us now than he's been in years.
Wilhelm
Last
Starks.
you got there, Private. Be sure to mind that bleed. We eliminate the General, we cut the head off the crowd war machine. We don't, they're gonna have us for breakfast.
You all right there, kid? Sir, my eyes are watering, and I think I'm gonna be sick. Is this normal?
It's just nerves. Let me teach you a trick. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale. Count to 4. All there is to it.
Well, having our ass tanned by some Nazi mutant fucking Frankenstein. So we ready then, lads? This time, we get the job done. Now let's go. Let's move it on. Go.
Rock and or roll.
Are you lazy or wee roaster? This is a war, not a fucking Sunday church walk. Come on.
A good team. Like father and son.
Right. Captain Blazkowicz, Gates, Benson, your job is simple. Climb up this wall, get inside, locate the control room for this big fucking door and open it for us. You see any Nazi firearms, you take them. Bound to be better than ours. The rest of us will cover you from down here. Now, once the door's open, we get inside, we work our way up through the building, we meet up again on the top floors, we find Death's Head, and we shoot him in the head.
Rock and roll.
No pressure, lads. But keep in mind this
Yeah, the whole
last
thing with
chance.
fucking Alan
Look at
Turing,
Death's Head now.
absolutely disgraceful moment of British history.
Protect the lads on the wall. Covering fire.
Like I say, man was absolutely integral to the breaking of the Enigma code the Nazis used. Could be one of the events that turned the tide of the war. Oh. And the British government found out he was gay. Chemically castrated him. The man committed suicide. Good work, Britain. Yep, absolutely fucked. It's easy to forget that at one point in the civilized world, being gay was a crime.
I didn't see him coming.
It was absolutely fucking disgusting.
That's up to you now, Blazkowicz. Get to the control room and open the gate.
Another kid you murdered, General. Captain, one of us is gonna die today.
It's something I can't really ever forget because on my way to work, I walked down a road that is named Alan Turing Way. So I'm always aware of that. Always in my head whenever I see the sign for it.
What manner of go-fuck operation are you running up there, Blazko? Go down to the control room and get this gate raised. Now, you great flipping numpty, before we all die out.
Yeah, states like Texas and Florida.
Great work, Blazko. The door's coming up. We're going inside. Keep heading up towards the top floors. We'll meet you there.
There's one thing I feel was actually a step I made right. Or like a bullet I dodged. It's fucking not moving to Texas. Alright, there's a gentleman. Oh, so much for that. I'll never understand the persecution of the gays. Well, it's just one of those things that sets me apart from people like that. We just eat this dog food. Like, persecuting people for the colour of their skin is like, the fuck is the point? And you can turn around and be like, but Chrono, what about your persecution of Nazis? People don't choose to be gay. People don't choose to be black. They don't get to choose where they come from. People choose their ideology. People choose to be Nazis. People choose to hate people for the way they are when they're born. And fuck that. Do better. Be better. There we go. Be better before you catch a fucking bullet. It brings up the paradox of tolerance. Which is a trap that people have been falling into for a while now. And it's like trying to be better, to not judge people for these things. And it's like, cool, you can try and be better, you can try and rise above these things. Above the hate, be a better person. Cool. The problem with that is they're not going to. And while you tolerate them, they're working to undermine you. To undermine what you believe in.
To commission a portrait in service of your ego, General. You waste your paint.
And so with every minute you waste trying to be tolerant of the hateful, they're working to make it so the people they hate lose their rights. They're working to fill their agenda. The paradox of tolerance is while you tolerate them, they will not tolerate what you stand for. And it falls back into the paradox we talk about of pacifism. And how pacifism is ultimately a nice idea, but does not work in the real world.
We are closing in on what appears to be a courtyard.
Preach it all you want, but eventually you'll come up against somebody who will not preach it, who will actively use it against you. Sometimes beliefs have to be fought for. Sometimes you have to punch a Nazi in the face. And as is always the case on this stream, we do not tolerate any hate. Any hate speech. Any racism, any homophobia, any transphobia. We do not tolerate that shit. Because you can bet your fucking marbles I do not fall into the paradox of tolerance. And so to bring us back to the point we started on, fuck Nazis.
Blazko, we're pinned down in the courtyard. Quiet, you're empty, you dust cube. Reload for fuck's sake. Yes, sir. Oh, we'll be having a nice nap and a cup of tea till you get here.
Thanks, boys. The kind of world we live in today that's just an absolute fucking shit show. with the idea that it's controversial to refuse to tolerate Nazis. And we go back to the whole ridiculous controversy people tried to make about Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. With the advertising being like, kick Nazis out of America, and people like, no, this is too political. Taking sides, it's like, yeah, they're taking fucking sides.
Some very fine Nazi killing there, sir. Good work, Captain. Right, everybody head for the crashed aircraft. Blazkowicz, we'll meet you there. Thank you, Captain Blazkowicz, sir. Move it, son.
Troop transport. More dead kids. Seen this too many times.
Can't move this beam from our possession. We're trapped up here, Blazkowicz. See if you can remove this beam from your possession.
Sir, maybe you can use this to pry it loose.
What a Gordon Freeman.
Come on, lads.
Yes, sir.
You believe it, Well, then, I reckon you boys better jump. You first, Wyatt.
Go to church every Sunday? Yeah, what, you ain't got churches in England? You ain't got no priests there? Yeah. Well, the Nazis sort of bombing them at the moment, so it's a bit of a problem.
Edward, Blondie, get up. Come along, Blazkowicz. I've got you.
Ah, shit. Well, BJ's dead. That rock landed right on his face. Yeah, I was thinking that, like, why didn't we toss our gun?
What a fucking circus.
My feet are broken.
What is this place? There's ashes down here. There's a lot of ashes down here.
Hey, Wyatt, see if you can find a way to open that door. Move it. See this pipework? Coming from that control box over there.
What is it?
Some kind of...
I'm probably going to decide on the minute. I'm going back and forth with it.
Turn it off! Turn those dials! Wait, shit! Try this one.
Well, screw. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
The crazy thing with this is, this isn't... He's not that much out there from what the Nazis were actually doing. Like, Nazi science was an absolute fucking nightmare. Come on.
Shite, you bastard!
Hey, what's all this then? Blazkowicz, sir, you ever seen...
Well. Well. Like, it's easy to forget, like, just how much came from Nazi experiments. And also fucking terrifying.
The incinerators are off.
Any way to get that door open? I'd rather fancy leaving the monster up.
I won't open from this side. Hold on. I can hear someone out there. Someone's coming. Oh, that's it, isn't it? That's it.
What are you people doing in there?
My people murdered so many times. I lost count.
So long since I practiced my English. It's a dying tongue. You? I've seen you before. Oh, I like you. Such a resilient specimen. With you, I could do great.
Why did you take our shirts off?
I like the eyes on this one. Do you forget Totem? I like yours.
Likes the muscles.
Not this one. Somebody broke it already. It's a shame. Captain Blazkowicz, help me make a choice. In your opinion, which one of these two varieties would best support my research? I have inadequate room for samples. Should you decline my opinion, I shall have to put a scalpel to both of them and we'd be here all day. I'll make matters simple. All you need to do is look to the one you would have me dissect. Go on, Captain, make a choice for me.
Fuck yourself. Make your own choice.
So stubborn, Captain Blazkowicz. It's a good trait, mine is patience. I have an endless supply. I wonder which will prevail, your stubbornness or my patience. The task is simple, really. You need only look to the one you would have me choose. I await your selection.
And that's what happens if you don't choose. I'm quite happy that I did not blink at all during that sequence. So this is it. You make the choice.
Go on, Captain, make a choice for me. Really, this one? I would have elected other, but I will defer to your preference, Captain Blazkowicz.
So I'm choosing Fergus because the first time I played this, I chose Wyatt.
People die. My time's up is up.
General Death's head. Today he's teaching me a lesson. I've seen suffering and death. People maimed and tortured. Thought I'd seen it all. But I'd never seen true cruelty. Until now. Count to 4. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale.
Especially in Colossus. I only did the first level of Colossus. Absolutely nowhere, jeez. Who knows, maybe at some point we'll get around to doing New Colossus after we finish this. Unlike the Wyatt timeline, allow you to access additional areas through lockpicking, find special armor upgrades. Each upgrade will increase armor points gained, all armor pickups by 10%. Now I'm really feeling like I want to go back and choose Fergus. Really good in this. Well, this way I get to see both sides, ultimately. I know Fergus ends up having a lot of survivor's guilt, though, if you choose him. Oh, we're almost at the end of the start, Flame. Come on. And to meet Best Girl. Not necessarily going to disagree with you on that, Ninja. But we failed. The final assault on the Nazi war machine, and we failed.
Wciąż nie znamy jego tożsamości? Przez 9 tygodni nikt go nie szukał?
Nikt, panie doktorze, nie.
Nie mogę usunąć odłamka. Tylko pogorszyłbym jego stan.
Tak, panie doktorze.
W takim razie trafi do zakładu psychiatrycznego. Nic nie możemy zrobić. Mózg jest uszkodzony.
Tak.
Ma jajecznicę z mózgu.
Tak, panie doktorze.
Jajecznicę.
It's surprising they don't just euthanize him, though.
Czekałam na ciebie tak długo.
Obudził się. Zaufaj mi, mamo. Po prostu twoja córka ma tajemniczą moc.
Twoja córka, ja tam się przy niej wiele nie napracowałem.
like, this being Nazi Germany, like, it's really surprising they don't just euthanize him as a vegetable. Exactly like this.
Haben Sie noch Fragen? Zeichnen Sie!
Wkrótce to wszystko się skończy. Zostawię cię teraz przy oknie, w świetle.
Strange sensation. Trapped in my body. I black out. I'm losing time. Sometimes the seasons change in the blink of an eye. I'm having trouble with my thoughts. They dissipate like a scent on the wind. But it's getting better. Here's what I know. I'm in Poland. A hospital. No, an insane asylum. She's the head nurse. That's her father. Shrink. And her mother. Some type of pharmacist. They run the place, I reckon.
Flame's not looking forward to when I end the stream, because then he's gonna have to continue Devil May Cry 2.
Nazis come. They leave with patients in shackles. Like it's Death's Head's personal candy store. And the shrink raises hell and all, but in the end he signs. No choice, I suppose. And I've seen all this. Good folks made powerless. I'm alive because of these people. I'm getting better. Because of her. Her name is Anya. She takes good care of me. She takes care of everyone. She holds this place together. Supposed to be married by now, but hasn't happened.
Wir schließen diese Einrichtung. Ihre Dienste werden nicht länger benötigt. Na, kein Grund, rührselig zu werden, Doktor. Sie haben zufriedenstellende Arbeit geleistet. Weitermachen.
Unser Befehl lautet nicht, die Betreuer zu töten. Was will der hier?
Keine Ahnung. Bring sie zum Keller. Soll der entscheiden.
Komm auf! Leg die Waffe!
Well, it's a good thing my muscles haven't atrophied. Ninja, offhand, do you know how long the time skip is between the opening mission and this mission? Because, like, isn't this in the 50s or the 60s? 1960. Alright, that's all good. So we've been here for 14 years. Moves with hate. You know, I was thinking something along those lines, Teak. Something along the lines of, let me show you what you can really do with hate. Let me show you how the world really turns. Fuck. It's not just a Doomslayer. The Doomslayer was explicitly powered by magic. Magic that fed on his hate. Let's not fuck up this time. Seeing good.
They will be relentless. You will be worse. Rip and tear. Until it is done.
You Nazis. Shooting folks who can't defend themselves.
Nothing gentle about these men, Ninja. Yeah, no, Flame is right. Dual wielding is not a good option in this. Yeah, the overcharge is a nice idea, but it fades far too quickly. Her organs are gentle. Go on, while we're doing the Nazi slaughter. Wow, it's really nice they allowed me to hold on to the lockpick for 20 years. While we're doing the slaughter, hit me with lines you want me to say in the growl voice.
The angry voice, the voice that kills the Nazis.
The voice that has words with these gentlemen. Too fucking right, I'm equipping this bad boy.
Burping like a demon. Making them smell the taste of vengeance.
Alright, double barrel, 2 shots. 2 shots, reload. 2 shots, reload. It's going to be loud, it's going to be powerful. Someone's brains are going to disintegrate.
Would you like fries with that?
You know what? After dealing with games having excessive recoil for so long, this game turning around and not having recoil is something I'm fine with. I get that, the lack of a feeling of impact in comparison with something like Doom. But I feel like Doom absolutely built on the template this game made. There you are. Like it thanks we say what recall. But again, Doomslayer is powered by magic that feeds on his hate. I love that the Doom guy's humanizing character trait is that he had a pet rabbit that he loved. Sure, there was one left. Like, it's such a good trait to have. Indeed. Rest in peace, Daisy. I love that Doom Eternal has, like, this really nice portrait of Doomslayer holding Daisy on the Watchtower. It's not called the Watchtower, but I can't remember what it's called, and it's basically the Justice League Watchtower. The Fortress of Doom. There's a line from Watchmen that I feel absolutely applies to this. Has PTSD and sees Daisy everywhere. You don't remember seeing that? It's in the room where you can... It's in, like, the study room. Where you can access the computers, where you can play Doom and Doom 2. Excellent, thank you, Flynn. So yeah, the line from Watchmen that I feel absolutely applies to this situation, that these people really should have considered, is that the Superman exists, and he is American. Christ. What a time to have to reload. And you can't reload while you sprint. This is what happens when I say the cool things. Alright, Ninja, it's going to be one of those things where the drones give me trouble now. But as is so often the case, by the end of the game I'll be taking them down like the toilet paper. Tearing through them like tissue. Okay, let me grab all this ammo, because that was one of the main problems we had. And then we let it get close. Yeah, I've read all the books. I've read all the books on the shelf. It's one of the things I appreciate about modern texture quality is that you can have stuff like that, which is really nice. Like, the resolution of the textures on the spines can be high enough for you to read them. Great, there's two, and I'm almost out of ammo. 30.
Anya, I'll get you out of here.
My buddy's super. Like, there are problems with Doom Eternal, but, like, the presentation isn't one of them. Anya, would you take the wheel for a minute, darling? Thank you. That's a good question, because I don't think we were anywhere near a tunnel.
Jesteś żołnierzem? Umiesz walczyć? Kim jesteś?
Jestem William J. Blazkowicz. Ranger, Army, USA. I'm sorry, my Polish isn't very good. Are you fit to drive?
Where to?
Being in a coma now absorb Polish through us. I mean, I can understand him being trained to speak conversational Polish. Especially because he's supposed to be a special operative anyway. The surprising thing is that she speaks English really well without a noticeable Polish accent. Oh, hello.
And they grieve for their dead. Such raw sorrow. Can't partake. Mom would flood oceans. Would drown me. If I let it out.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Like, they were very specific
1960.
designs for this whole idea.
1960.
Yes.
I've been
You've
out
stayed with
for
us for 14 years. It's
14 years.
1960.
I have to find a way to contact the U.S. military. I gotta find my unit, let them know I'm alive and ready for duty.
There's no more war.
It's over. No more military. No.
The war ain't over. Look at all these Nazis walking around.
They won.
It's over. The Nazis rule the world now. They are everywhere. Everywhere.
What about the U.S.?
The USA, they, what's the word? Poddacie.
Surrenders.
He surrendered.
Because of... Boo!
Atom bomb.
They surrendered 12 years ago when Nazi atom bombed their country.
Yes.
Well, then I'll find the resistance. I'll find them and I'll help them fight.
Oh, no. More resistance. Everyone
There's always
is
resistance.
captured. If they leave, the Nazis have them. And who can say where they keep them?
No more resistance, fallen man. But it's like... the gravity of it is understandable, hitting...
I am a trained and experienced field coordinator.
We'll talk with you in a minute. The gravity of it hitting BJ like that is understandable, but he should have been aware that that offensive we failed in was the last offensive. He said it himself, we stop them here or we don't stop them.
Senator, working on behalf of Generalstraße himself. Do you know how much misfortune you are in if you do not release me? There is no point in keeping me here. I will be very lenient to you and the nurse and her family if you let me go immediately. You have my word on this.
I'm not a cruel man. I'm not. I'm kinder hearted than I would honestly like to be. I can see so many ways in here to hurt this man. And the chainsaw, I think, is the least interesting. Be creative with the cards. I believe I'd find something. Are they garden shears? They look thicker than that. They look like big pliers. Take his fingernails out with those. But before we take the fingernails off, you want to put things under them. Crowbar, of course. Doesn't need to walk anymore. Probably find uses for this chain and hook. Like, there are ways in here that are so much more interesting than just a chainsaw. We could Jason Todd him, but I feel like that would be too quickly. Scalping's an interesting thought, Ninja. We take this wrench, we set it aside, we use it to crush his fingers one by one. Before that, we stick sharp objects underneath his fingernails. And when that stops being effective, we start tearing those nails off. And then we crush his fingers. Knuckle by knuckle. No, he's only got one left. Half the work is already done for us. You know what's always an effective thing? Letting somebody see what you've done to them. We start by taking his eye, and then he doesn't get to see how mangled he can be before he expires. He doesn't get to see just how much damage his body can take. He doesn't get to see how much we hurt him. He gets to feel it. But the sight is something else. I'm not a cruel man. But I know how to hurt someone.
Just and fair in dealing with people like you. Do you realize who I am?
No, I'm sorry. I've been gone for 14 years.
Stop what you are doing and release.
You'll have to educate me. Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you fixed up. Turpentine in his wounds. Do we have any antifreeze? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm afraid the coma and resulting catatonia I've been in for 14 years leaves me somewhat unsympathetic. There's something just cruel looking about a curved blade.
Understand, you damned lunatic, that I am superior to people like you. Warum hörst du nicht, du Schwachkopf?
I'd like an option to slap him. Like, we pull up a chair, we sit in front of him, we have a conversation, and for every answer I don't like, I slap him. And that's where we begin. Humiliation. We make him angry. In a position where he can't do anything. But no, we're just going to skip to the main event.
Let me tell you how this is gonna work. I'm gonna ask you one question. You are gonna answer that question in a way I find satisfactory, and if you do not, I will saw your head off with this here appliance, you hear me? So here it comes. Where are you people keeping the captured resistance fighters?
I'm sure. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're sure?
There is no resistance. Zur Hölle mit dir und deinem verdammten Widerstand!
You know, the chainsaw not starting isn't something you should laugh about.
What do you want to know? The resistance fighters, where are they? Berlin, Eisenwald, Presen. But you'll never make it there. There are checkpoints everywhere. Looking for you and the nurse. And soon they will find this place. And then you will be on your knees!
Shame you won't be there to see it.
No, gotowy. Jesteś przystojny chłop, panie Blazkowicz. Nie taki przystojny jak ja, ale nieźle. Pilnuj.
Well, I'm sure I couldn't pull off that mustache.
Rozumiemy się? Albo ja cię znajdę i zrobię ci krzywdę.
Rozumiem.
Dobrze. Więc wybieramy się do Berlina.
We ask for your mercy, Lord, as we make the journey across dark waters. Grant us sound feet and silent breath. Refuge from the storm.
Ihre Papiere.
And safe passage amidst hungry wolves.
Take my hand. The road is not safe. You kill the Nazis. Here, I stay with Karl.
All right.
We wait for you here. Kill everyone.
Rams doesn't mess around because he doesn't have a choice. It's life or death. Let's go say hello, shall we? I think I'm fond of this lockpicking minigame. I know there are people here, where are they? Yeah, that's fair enough, Flame. How much longer are we going to be going for? I could probably go for like another half hour. Let's finish this mission. We will, of course, kill the Nazis. I don't know what weapon that is. Okay, don't do that. I'm surprised none of them were alerted by the gunshot. Is this silent? I don't want to risk it if it's not silent. You know, it would have been nice if you grabbed the fucking ladder, BJ. Where is this officer? There you are. Alright, so he's going to be in there, in the other building. A couple of grenades will be good. You know what? I think I'll take the other route. Remember, silence is golden. Where was your friend? Stealth perk 7. And there's at least one Nazi down there. Is there someone around that I've not noticed? What over here? Weird that they just have watermelons lying around like that. Right, this is the play. Moving in. Yeah, that's all of them.
Back to the car.
I killed them all, did it with knives. Which I think works out nicer. Got the officers too, so the alarm wasn't raised. I'm happy with that. Absolutely pick up a spare knife. Don't tell me I'm maxed out on knives. I could find more room for knives. There's always room for knives.
Good man, Blazkowicz. Grab on!
The way she's looking at me tells me that she absolutely knows how to use that gun. Well.
Good aim for an old dame.
Not quiet no more. I appreciate a game that will have enemies pull grenades out. And if you kill the enemy before they throw the grenade, they will drop the grenade and the grenade will explode. Because I like doing that. It's fun. It's fun to get Nazis to kill each other. Nope, nothing. Alright. Okay, well, the suppressor was pointless. Definitely had it equipped too. Double checked. Who said you could survive? Starting to wonder what these blue markers are actually for. I think it might just be interactable objects. Why did that guy survive? I threw the grenade right next to him. They even seem to mind the grenade now. If grenades are just like inconsistent, I'm gonna be very disappointed. You guys seen that on those pillars when I come up over the box? Okay, physics. I don't even know if that's physics there. Just everything, rendering's being weird. It's like, hey, you. So, like, if shooting somebody in the head with a silenced weapon doesn't stop the alarm being raised, or doesn't stop people from realizing that I'm there, then what's the point of the silenced weapon? I feel like the armor I'm picking up here is like literally just sheets of metal. Goodies. There he is. All right, let's go. I flew up those stairs. That was crazy. See, this kind of thing is what I generally talk about when I say, like, linear games aren't a bad thing and we need more level-based games. It's like, what would be solved by making this an open-world game? Isn't Wolfenstein 2009 an open-world game? I feel like it is. I don't know where that guy came from. No.
Road is not safe. Nazis down there. Shoot the Nazis. We wait here.
Man, if I could get back up there, that would actually be a really good spot for the rifle. You know what I'd appreciate? Oh, fucking dog. I'd appreciate if you had a better way of warning me that there's a robot dog attacking me than just taking me off the turret. Come on. Go for a walk. I feel like that didn't do a whole lot of good. It's fine. Oh, I did kill that guy. Cool. When the opposition is overpowering. I am the overpowering opposition. Get on the fucking ladder, jeez. Play it time. Where is this guy? It's like, as it is, this sniper rifle is worthless to me right now. I feel like every weapon except my knife is worthless to me. In stealth sections, anyway. Piss off. I need to find this goddamn officer. I feel like you guys don't do so well in these tight quarters. Okay, I'm out of grenades. Good to know. It's okay, I found more grenades. Yeah, I went too far. I'm gonna have to work out the grenade physics on this. I'm sorry, I didn't realize crouching behind cover would get me killed. Seriously. Alright. We know where the guy is now, we just have to make it over there without being spotted. Seriously, it's kind of frustrating that it feels like the only weapon I've got that's actually good for stealth is my knife. Look on that, Fritz. I think I got him in the dick. I'm okay with that. Now we can kill the rest of them without having to worry about reinforcements. Of course he bloody turned. Where did that knife go? Where did that knife go? Don't get another one. God damn it. Well, we succeeded. Go and get some more knives. I think we're coming up to the end of the level. Which is good, because we were planning to call it there anyway. There we go, more knives. I've been streaming for over 5.5 hours now. Cool. My throat feels like I have been. Oh, Christ. Come on. That's less comfortable. Not today, killer robots. Target that. We'll just put on these random pieces of metal that fell off you. God damn. Give me a second, I'm limping here. Oh.
Anya, you and me on a train to Berlin.
The only people on a train to Berlin, apparently. Let's enjoy some fine German coffee. Next time. Oh, that sounded loud. Well, we've made, I think, like some good headway. Killed a lot of Nazis. It's always positive. We'll continue this. Absolutely. I'll be honest with you guys, like, it was... The game we were going to focus on, it was up to this or A Hat in Time. And you know what? I'm glad I picked this. I had A Hat in Time set up and ready to go, and the reason I didn't do it was because it was like, oh wait, there's full co-op now? And with me being like, what if a 3D platformer doesn't hold me that much anymore? Based on previous streams, it hasn't held me that much previously. Like when I did Super Mario 64, I just wanted it to be done quickly. Or when I showed off Super Mario Sunburn, and I just stopped that because I just wasn't enjoying it. But I've enjoyed what I've played of A Hat in Time. But I don't know about... there's a little nervousness about whether or not it'll hold my attention for a full stream. But yeah, it having co-op now is an interesting thing. I might see if I can get Teak to do that with me at some point in the future. No real horror for it. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do it without Teak. I don't know. But Wolfenstein will continue. Assassin's Creed Odyssey will continue. And these will be the 2 daytime streams we'll be doing. One or the other. So feel free to pop in when you can for those. Assassin's Creed will always be a little more chill and hands-off, and I'm gonna say stabby, but we're stabbing people a lot in this. Probably the best way to put it is, like, we're aiming to finish this. Assassin's Creed Odyssey I expect to get tired of at some point and just stop. But always having it there means there's always something I can just throw on which is reasonable, and it gets us streaming more, which is a good idea. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Clem, Ninja, Teak, Flame, Amber for the lurk. I think that's everybody. I'm on earlies all this week, so I cannot guarantee when more streams will happen. Ideally, we'll be getting back to either Crisis Core or Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9 on Sunday. But the midday streams will be either Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Wolfenstein: The New Order. Not an intentional contrast of older games versus newer games, even though this game's like 10 years old now. Just fucking crazy. But, you know, that's not really the point. This game came out on PS3. But yeah, we're pretty much rambling, so let's call it. So, once again, I want to thank everyone for joining the stream. Always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everyone in chat as well as best part of the stream. Thank you so much for keeping me company. We'll be back when we're back. Final Fantasy something will continue on Sunday evening. And in the meantime, there's not really much else to say except thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. We'll catch you next time, guys. Goodbye.